He joins us for some more free legal advice. Today we're going to be discussing a timely discussion because obviously it's a big travel day across the country for Thanksgiving. We're going to be discussing distracted driving.
Well, distracted driving is anything that you're doing that distracts from your focus on the road. You're looking at the road, you're thinking about driving, but you reach for something that can cause a distraction because both your hands aren't on the road.
Sure. So simple as turning the radio on or something like that. Yeah.
Turning the radio on, though, besides reaching for it, also causes the distraction that you're looking over at the radio.
Sure.
So now you're looking at something and your hand's off the wheel.
Okay.
Another example of distracted driving is you've had a stressful day at work. You're thinking about work, even though you're looking at the road, even though your hands are on the wheel, your mind might not be focused on the road, and so you might be a little bit distracted. And so those types of issues are what makes texting and driving so much more dangerous. In order to text and drive, you have to think about what you're texting, so your mind is distracted. You have to look away from the road, so your eyes are distracted, and you're using your hand, so both hands are on the wheel. So when you're texting and driving, you're actually committing 3 or 4 different distractions at the same time instead of focusing on the road. That's why it is oftentimes said that it's absolutely more dangerous texting and driving than drunk driving, because your focus is on the text, especially if it's a heated text or something that is very exciting or interesting to you. You're going to be focused on the text with your mind, your hands are going to be busy doing that, and your eyes are not going to be focused on the road. So all 3 of those put together, I believe that they say that it's 8 or 9 times more likely to cause an accident than if you're concentrating on the driving. And I think that drunk driving is only 4 or 5 times more likely to cause an accident. So when you're that disfocused, you're focused on something else, you need to stop the car, focus on what you're interested in, and then turn around and drive to protect you and everybody else on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just been obviously a growing problem ever since cell phones have become more and more popular and whatnot. So legal implications, does it, is there a difference between looking down and texting your phone or turning on the radio, or any different types of distracted driving?
Because distracted driving, in order to prove something negligence caused an accident, you have to prove that somebody had a responsibility to do something and didn't. So if you didn't focus on the road because you were reaching for something, if you didn't focus on the road because you're texting, the implication is the same. But the real issue is 8 or 9 times more likely to cause an accident, which means 8 or 9 more people are injured for every accident than somebody paying attention. So that's really the issue, is not the legal, whether it's more difficult to prove or creates more liability. It's the fact that it creates more accidents, and we need to avoid those accidents.
Just a safety concern, really.
It's absolutely a safety concern.
Be smart. Just be smart. So if you have any questions for Greg, want a free consultation, feel free to call him with that information right there on your screen, or visit GregRemmenga.com. We'll be right back.
If you want Greg to answer one of your legal questions, visit KREXTV.com, click on Live in the Studio, and submit your question on the right side of the screen. Watch Greg's segment every Wednesday on News Channel 5 at noon.